Welcome to the Catacombs in Ninja Shadow of Darkness. So I mentioned when I was doing the first level that I ended up drawing maps of all the levels in the game. This was actually the first one where I did it. For some reason, I got really curious about what the level actually looked like, because I always think back to this level as some kind of just vast, endless labyrinth. So I scrolled down some lines as I went along. I eventually saw it like it's not the longest level, but it still winds about here and there. And then I ended up doing a slightly more detailed map of the next level, and then I just kept making more and more maps and made them more detailed at the time, until eventually I think I pretty much played most of the game twice, coloured most of the stuff in. Oh, there's a new trap, some dynamite. And now I just have a full set of maps, and I mark down the secrets on them wherever I find them. So we got the skeletons back from the second level. I can't remember, is this the last time you see them? Potentially. They'll probably turn up again later. Like, oh yeah, I remember them. But for now, let's pretend it's the last time we'll see them. There's that rude guy up there throwing dynamite down. We'll go up and say hello to him after a short detour. So the game slowly introduces a few new mechanics in this level, like here, just run across a bridge, there's nothing here. The further into the level we get, the more traps we'll get on those bridges. Oh, and there we go, you see I've picked up a poison bottle. I cannot attack until it wears off, there we go. And as you can see, running away with that distance to run in was pretty easy. Similar to the last level, a lot of the secrets are hidden in those lamps on the wall. Probably should have saved the invincibility for going up this hill, because it starts throwing boulders at you as you go up. And there's also a secret there. Oops. The slime on the floor, not too difficult to dodge overall, but if you do manage to slightly touch it, it will just follow you really quickly and take your health down fast. This bit's a little tricky. Get hit by those, you're probably going to fall off. Jump too early, you'll get hit off again. I think I was cutting it quite fine there. So the ninja enemies, they pretty much follow you through most of the game. I think they're all the way up to the final level. Oh, forgot about that. already hit that? Might have done. I don't see it sparkling, so theoretically it's done. So this is the guy who was throwing dynamite. It goes down pretty quickly. Probably should have left the sword, although thinking about it, I think it's a pain to get back up there, so maybe wise just to forget about it. And take the 10,000 points or however much it was. I seem to be in the habit of getting kicked down by these skeleton legs. At some point I'll manage to deal with them properly. Getting a lot of smoke bombs in this level. You probably noticed I'm just never using them. The slime seems to be like the most persistent threat in this level. Spiders are quite slow to enter the level, so when you're at this power level you can just kind of kill them fairly quickly before they even land. Unless they sneak down in the distance while you're fumbling killing skeletons. Oh yeah, these little kind of gremlin guys. They pop up in a few different levels. Kind of like evil Yodas or something. Oh, and there I've paid the price for standing on top of enemies waiting for their items to spawn. So I was poisoned and unable to attack. Well, I did actually manage to kill some skeleton legs without getting kicked onto the floor. Some much needed food there. These little skull doors, those reappear in the final level as well. And there's another great example of where the 3D scenery does not always work with you. Whoops. Ran a bit fast there. You can see like there's a lot more skeletons that keep coming in, so you're kind of having to handle the little jump mechanic while hoping the others don't join in. But they're still relatively passive when they're not actively the one fighting you. Oh, bats. The old video game enemy classic. More bats spawn in when you get the key. You can outrun them. Or you can stand and fight like I just did. A lot of the levels have like this one section that usually kills me. That's just around this corner, although first I'll bait out these attacks. Yoink. Whoops. A little bit close. Greed for coins. It's generally the unlit torches that give you secrets. I don't think I know all of the secrets in this level, so I might just double check stuff here and there. This is the bit, this is the bit that I usually end up dying on. One of the issues is, as you can see, the chain kind of swings in front of you in the foreground. Sometimes I just overdo the jump and land straight on one of the spike balls. Here you kind of want to just make it over, but not entirely. I'm going to try and do both. Yep, there we go. I don't know why I paused there. I just like getting kicked by those legs, I guess. No. Okay, don't do that. It's very very bad play. So I just picked up a basic sword and overwrote my ultimate sword, which is going to make some of the rest of the level a bit more difficult. There's a little trap here. Try and bait it out. There we go. Oh yeah, so there's a little trick to the level, well, not trick, but like you can get lost a bit here if you don't know. There's this big pit here. We're going to be coming back in a minute or two. Let's make it a few minutes. I forgot we had to fight a bunch of enemies. See, now spiders are taking 2 hits, which obviously makes the game entirely impossible. Got to be careful about attacking, because it does pull you forwards. Obviously you don't want to be overcommitting, hitting an enemy and then just sliding off into a deep abyss from which there is no return. See, now I'm getting scrolls. I could really do with another ultimate sword. But I don't think we'll be seeing one of those for a while. I don't think skeletons ever drop items. which in some ways is a relief. You'll have noticed I take hits now and then trying to just grab all the stuff I can. Once I get to about 50% health, that's when I start to get a little bit antsy about whether I'm going to be seeing any healing items for a while. I prefer to always be cruising in that top half of the health bar, obviously. It's just like the mental game. Not that Ninja is a particularly deep game, but at the same time, I used to be so scared of tackling these levels. And I'm still apprehensive about the last three, to be fair. But it's absolutely all possible. You just have to do sensible things like not picking up basic swords. Yeah, I'm gonna be annoyed about that for a while. There we go. Now I can worry a bit less for a while. So we run into this gate, activate something. It's not really clear what it has activated. We just have to keep running back here. Hopefully that's not going to start spawning more enemies. Try not to run off this cliff. And there we go, this is that pit I mentioned before. This area pulls a few tricks out. You often have to jump onto platforms that have enemies on them already. It's wise to try and just get up there as quickly as possible. These bats are in the way. I'm going to try and ignore them for the most part. There's a life here. We should just refill the health since I'm already at max. And then I'll spare the bats. I'll let them do as they will. So this is where the game gets kind of annoying. It's got these jumps onto tiny little platforms. This is, yeah. I always fall for that. Oof. Just as well I was slightly angled back there, or he could have punched me right off the edge. As it is, we're all good. So yeah, this spike wall starts. Excuse me, sir. This spike wall starts following you as you head out. There are chests that you can get blocked off from forever. So I usually try and grab them, but I think it's just a scroll you can get from this pair. And some dynamite apparently. Oh, I've delayed too long. Yeah, so not the wisest sacrifice. Could have avoided that. And then I get one of these sections again. I might start busting out some of the smoke bombs here. Ooh. Yes. Actually, I think the axe is better than the sword, so let's go with that. That's not based on any science, it's based on how I feel when using it. But let's see if it kills spiders a bit quicker. Oops. Yeah, I was a bit worried about having my back to that pit there. I don't know why I'm sacrificing so much for 10 coins. I'm really bad at aiming. Nice. So down we go again. Splat. Oh, I'm exactly 10,000 coins. I don't think you need to kill all these enemies to progress. But following my usual strategy, I'll kill everything I can. Grab points and coins. Is that everything? Looks like it. Yeah, sometimes enemies, you know, killing them all nets you a few extra chests. Not so this. Ooh, hello. Yeah, not so this time. Okay, so I think we're quite close to the end now. Nearly fell for the falling bar again. See, there were a couple of secrets there, but I think there was only the one unlit lamp, so relying only on the unlit lamps is probably why I don't normally get 100% secrets on this level. I think there's a little fight in the middle here. Yep. With a weapon that can kill them in one hit. It just makes it trivial. Which is just as well because we're close to the boss. As with most of the bosses in this game, I don't have a particularly good strategy for killing it. It's one of those where I just kind of whack it with my weapon and hope it doesn't damage me too much. Here's another horrible couple of jumps. A bit too close there. That little rumble there. The platforms have gone. It's just us and the boss now. If you don't like spiders, look away. Not that I warned you for any of the others so far. No, he just grows a bit more for the sake of it, you know. So it'll keep kind of pressuring you all the way down until you've got nowhere to go. As these little baby spiders. I'm just going to get rid of them with that. Did I press buttons to get rid of that? I don't know. I never pretended to be good at this game. Whoops. Let's show you magic. I did not kill the boss. Okay, I probably missed out on the coins from my panicked flight there, but whatever. Let's hope they've got food in the next shop. Don't think I need to buy more smart bombs. Does the extra life max out your health? It's worth 2,000. Probably don't need. Food's quite cheap. Yeah. You want to gamble? Let's gamble. I can deal with it. Well, that's it for the Catacombs. See you next time.